talk about psychic attacks, dark entities, give you some tips and share my story as well of this recent psychic attack that I had, and perhaps it will give you some inspiration, and just maybe give you a little bit more understanding on dark entities. I've been talking about it a lot recently, and there's a reason. Dark entities have been controlling our world, trying to control our world, doing a pretty good job at it so far, for eons. And I've been seeing it for years, and I've been writing about it for years. These books are not out yet. Literally been working on them for 6 years now. But I'm glad that this pandemic happened, because it brings up all the shit to the surface. So now people can finally see, and I can talk about it more openly, and people still think I'm crazy. I don't care. But, you know, people can accept it more, can understand it more. The subconscious mind can understand it a little bit more. So there's an open door for me and other people as well that understand this subject to talk about it. So yeah, for all of you who've been supporting me and writing me awesome messages, thank you. And buy my book. Not only that it supports my work, but my book is full of amazing information to awaken you and help you and teach you and change your life, literally transform your life. So this is my gift to you, my gift to humanity. My book, Sex Magic Evolution, is the #1 in the series, and then you have Sex Magic, Symbols of Sex Magic, and Promise and Fire is my fiction book. If you feel like having a nice kind of a gently erotic, nice, beautiful romance story with a touch of magical realism and alternate history, everything is in it. So yeah, I don't like to say this, but please subscribe and share. It helps me. And go on my Instagram and follow me there, because just in case anything happens in my social media soon, you can keep in touch with me. All right, so let's talk about some psychic attacks, shall we? Just gonna share with you this recent one that I had a couple nights ago. It was a lucid dream kind of situation where I completely thought I was awake. And I will explain all the details in a minute, but I thought that I was like in that state of between awakening and sleep. And I probably was, but it was also a lucid dream, meaning in a lucid dream, you know you're dreaming. In a lucid dream, you know you are in a different state of consciousness, but you also can, if you can control and master what's happening to you in a lucid dream, it helps you also master this reality, because this reality is a dream. It is a dream. It is a dream. When you go to sleep at night, you're dreaming in a dream. It's kind of crazy like that, but this is a dream. And I think more than any other time, I know that people that are very sensitive to energies, empath, whatever you want to call yourselves, volunteers, I have many words for us, but people like us feel it. Like, we literally feel, are we in a fucking dream right now? It feels like more of a nightmare, but you know, you feel it now more than ever. So anyway, I was laying in bed. It was early morning. My sleeping schedule has been completely weird the last couple of months, like weird, like I can't even. So I'm constantly tired. I'm constantly exhausted also, and it's, I know this is happening to a lot of people also. So it's a natural state. I feel like it's also part of the ascension process and part of the awakening process. So I'm not fighting it too much. I'm just allowing it, and I'm grateful that I have the time and the space to do that, and to not sleep, and yes, sleep whenever I need to. And so anyway, I was lying in bed, and all of a sudden I hear footsteps, and I'm all alone. Like, there's no one living. It's just me and my cat, and my cat doesn't make noise when she's walking, you know. And I hear footsteps coming in, and I feel like I am so exhausted, like so heavy. My body is so heavy, I can't even open my eyes. You know, it's like you literally like you can't. You try and you can't. And the footsteps are coming closer. And then not only did I hear my sheets and my bed and my blanket all moving, but I feel it. Like, it's literally like, right, like this was real, 100% real. And I'm feeling someone getting into bed with me, like next to me. It's like a double bed, you know? And I was freaking out a bit, but then I realized I might be in a dream, but it feels completely real. Like physically, it's just everything, all the senses. And all of a sudden I feel a hand on my body, like pushing me down, very, very strongly pushing me down. I feel it physically on my body. Somehow, and this was not conscious in me, I just knew what to do. And it was really hard for me to turn because he was like laying on this side of me, and I felt him. And I was trying to move. And I also sleep with like a fabric on my eyes. Like I put like a little shirt in my eyes because I like complete darkness. So I was forcing myself, like kind of like giving an order to my body to move, to get the fuck up and move and open my eyes and look. And eventually I kind of managed to do that. And I move and I turn. And as I turn, I push this hand to his neck. And with some sort of force, I have no idea how I had that force, I pushed him into the bed with my hand. His face was, this is how dreams work, you know, they're weird like that, you know. So he's that actor from The Hunger Games, Peeta, you know. I don't know his real name, but that guy who plays Peeta in The Hunger Games. I think because I was watching a lot of he plays in this TV show, Future Man, and I was watching a lot of it, so maybe that's why his face showed up, or I don't know. I never place too much details on a specific person when they show up in a dream, and I explain that a lot in sexual fantasies when I teach about sexual fantasies, and so listen to my videos about that. And like attracted to someone, because it's never the someone, it's never the person, you know, it's something they represent. Anyway, and his face was full of pus, and he was evil. Like his face was so evil and full of pus, like disgusting. Ugh. And he was literally like this close to me, and completely real, like real, like I'm looking at my cat right now. Anyway, I push him down the bed, and I say, I know that he's trying to control me, like that force, not him specifically, but that force. And I say, you don't have any power. I tell him, you have no power. And then I blow on him like air, and he disappears. And then I still feel, and then I lay back, and I feel still very, very heavy again. And I'm like, okay, I need to write this down. I need to tell this to people on my YouTube channel. I remember I thought that. And on this side of the bed, I have like always paper and a pen. And I was like, okay, I'm going to force myself to get up and take the pen and the paper and write. So I'm like barely writing on the paper and the pen, like just two, 3 words just to remember, right? And I remember vividly, I wrote that. There was a little daylight from outside. So I remember looking, and I saw myself writing it. And I felt the pen in my hands. It was completely real. And then I wake up and I realize I was in a lucid dream. I look at the paper and there's nothing on it. And dreams we can have many, many types of dreams. Dreams are not just one thing. So this type of dream, I think, was kind of a mix of a psychic attack and a lucid dream. And also, but see, I posted this on my Instagram recently because I've had other attacks by just human attacks, but also energetic by humans, that I've been feeling some pedophiles that have been attacking me because of what I've been saying about them on YouTube. You can't touch me, like you can't hurt me. And this kind of dream just proved to me that not only that I'm safe, but that we have the power. See, demons and dark entities and low vibrational entities, they have no fucking power. You need to understand it. They may have power within their own dimension. They can be extremely powerful. They don't have power in this dimension. What gives them the power is us. We completely give them the power. Now, when I spoke about a lot recently about pedophiles and how they're demonically possessed. I want to explain something to you. When a pedophile, or and there's also different levels of psychic attacks, there's also different levels of possession. To become fully possessed, where you have no more free will, that takes hard work. That takes a long time and hard work, by the entity. And also it takes a conscious, how do you say, a conscious agreement between the human being and the demon. Whereas the demon literally says, I give you my, you take over me, I give you my power, This is done also by dark rituals, by, unfortunately, very dark sexual rituals that are involving bloodshed and torture. Because again, they feed off an extreme dark energy. So they will need that kind of ritual to invoke them, and they would need the person to give away their life. That's why a lot of Hollywood and I want to say almost all our government, not to say all, are demonically possessed, because they have given themselves freely to a demon. They have done this ritual. All of the 1% people, the think that they're like the shit, and they're in that inner circle who's been controlling our reality for a long time. If they're in that inner circle, they have to go through a certain test, if you will, for lack of a better word that I don't have in, so they have to perform that ritual. Usually it's going to be on a child, on a woman, or on a child, mostly on a child, because they have the purest energy. Women have the energy of creation. So this is why women and children are attacked by such demonic entities and by such demonic people. Now, when a pedophile, for example, rapes a child, you can't think that, because I say that a pedophile is demonically possessed, he has no responsibility. It's the demon doing it through me. No. He's completely conscious of what he's doing. He's completely choosing what he's doing. The demon is using the pedophile as well to suck away the life force from the child and to enter this dimension. See, a pedophile has to be, a person who hurts a child like that has to be already, like, natural by himself, on such a low vibration of fear that a demon is easily can enter him. Or, her, but let's be honest, it's a him usually. There are women in this that I could put under that word pedophile. A lot of the women in our world, and I got this through a dream state too. It was one of the most horrific dreams I've ever had, and it was a real dream. So some dreams are prophetic. Some dreams will show you what's happening in this dimension in like a different state or something. Some dreams will show you what's happening in a different dimension. Some dreams, again, there are many different types of dreams. That specific dream, maybe I'll share it once, which I actually had a few weeks ago, and I will never forget it. A lot of women, unfortunately, are so much in the dark, are so evil. They sell their own children to pedophile rings, to whatever, so sell their bodies. A lot of women birth children in order to sell them. This is happening so much in our world. But the thing is, it's so under the radar, because when this happens, this child is usually not on paper. This child doesn't have a birth certificate. So we don't even know. Like, the numbers of children that are missing every year are the children that are on paper. Imagine how many children are not on paper. It is insane, the amount of dark feminine and dark masculine that we have in our world today. So my point is, that demons don't have control over you. You have free will. You are in a reality of free will. What they're trying to do is scare you. They're trying to scare the shit out of you so that they will lower your vibration. Because, okay, guess what? You're here, right? Energetically speaking, vibrationally speaking. They scare you just a little bit with like a dream or with like a thought or something like that. You go a little bit down, right? They still can't do anything, but they scare you just a little bit more. And then you're in a little bit more fear. You're more down and you're starting to be in real fear. The more your vibration is lowered, the more they can enter your reality, your state of mind. They can't control your free will. Again, they can't make you do shit. Okay? You choose to do some shit because you've been in fear. So when a person hurts another person, it's always the person's responsibility because they chose to do that. Okay, so when people say, oh, but pedophiles, they were probably traumatized themselves as children. And yes, I know a lot of people who've been traumatized as children, and they chose to be awesome human beings. They chose to protect children. They chose to be different. It's your choice. So it's everyone's choice what they do with what character they choose to be in their story, in their reality. And when, demonic entities will always try to attack, especially high vibrational people. They try to attack me my whole life, in so many different ways. I can't even, and I know this happens to every light being on the planet. I know this. They try, with me, they mostly try to attack me through dreams and through my friends. So they would make someone I feel like is my friend, like that I love very, very much. They would turn them against me. And they would make them think that I'm like a demonic, evil person or something. And this breaks my heart. Obviously, it happened my whole life. But now I already know that this is the trick. So when it happens, it still hurts, yes. But I can let it go very easily. I can even laugh at it. I just send that person love and protection and I let them go. They're obviously not my person, but it's very, very interesting. So that dream that I shared with you is just an example of how quickly how quickly they can disappear. You literally look at them and you have no power, go away. Or you can laugh. Laughter is an immediately raises your vibration. So I just laugh at them sometimes. I'm like, oh, you silly goofball, haha. So it raises my it does nothing. It raises my vibration, so they're gone. They just we can't do anything here, she's or I just tell them, hey, I love you, I love you. You want a hug? Like I'm talking to the demon. I'm talking to whatever dark entity wants to talk to me. So it could be in different ways. It just depends on the situation and your state of mind and your mood. What else? So if you have any questions, by the way, about this subject, write to me because I want to do a live session soon about this subject. I guess if it feels right in the moment. I never plan my videos. But if you have any questions, again, ask me because there might be things that I don't remember to talk about or I miss, especially this video. I'm just kind of blurring out whatever I feel like. I just felt like talking to or talking to myself really on my camera video phone. So yeah, so raising our vibration is very important. Light foods, basic shit. I always talk about this, and what else? Sexual partners, be very careful. Do not watch porn, especially in this time. Do not watch like the news, like the mainstream media. They've always been just propaganda, place that brainwashes you, but now it's just worse than ever. So stay within yourself, breathe, connect with the reality around you. Begin to see that you are not only the creator, but you can control the reality that you live in. and we can co-create it together. This is why they wanted, by the way, to separate us. This is why the social distancing. This is why, because when we stand close to each other, we are feeding off each other's energies. We have energy bodies around us. We have magnetic fields around us. And when you stand to another person, you're feeding each other's kind of energy. So that's why, 6 feet apart. Do you think that a 6 feet apart would really help with a fucking virus? Come on. I just can't take the amounts of stupidity right now on the planet. I just can't. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I just can't take this shit anymore. So let's laugh about it for a minute, but then get serious again. I'm just being silly today, as you could tell. So also important when we're talking about, this is my cat's toy, by the way. She's obsessed with it. When talking about demonic entities, and when you're dealing with your demonic entities, if you have any, or psychic attacks, remember to be silly about it. Remember to laugh about it. Remember to not take it so seriously, because they want you to get serious. They want you to be in fear. So don't. Just raise your vibration. Guys, when you raise your vibration, nothing and no one can fucking touch you ever. Ever. You are the most protected all the time. So just raise your vibration all the time. Send love to the animals, send love to the children, send love to the world, send love to the mother, connect to your womb, connect to your heart, open up yourself. Take responsibility for your own shit. That's a really big one, because you don't want to be a slave to your own shadow as well. So shadow work is very big in finding your light. What other tips I can give you today? Drink some hot chocolate. Vegan hot chocolate, of course. Be silly. And the most important thing, be silly. Okay, I love you guys. And buy my book, Sex Magic Evolution. I'm very proud of it. It's a very transforming book. And I even read it now when I have it. I read it and I'm like, whoa, I wrote this? Like, this is amazing. I'm so grateful because these 2 books, third one coming, by the way, it's a 3-book series on sex magic, but these books were given to me as a gift by the Sisters of the Temple. I'm so grateful and I'm honored because this is my mission, and I'm honored to be a vessel for this information and to share it with you. And I know that, being vulnerable with you guys right now, I know that I'm being harsh on myself a lot. I'm tired a lot. I feel alone most of the time. But I also know that I have to focus on my mission now. I know that my mission is bigger than me right now. It's bigger than my own human needs and selfish needs. And I am receiving all my needs. All my needs are met. And I'm so grateful for that. Like, Spirit takes care of me. Always. And I'm grateful all day long. By the way, gratitude. Great way to raise your vibration. Of course, how did I forget gratitude? And I'm grateful for you for watching this, because I know that very few people watch this channel for a reason, which I explained in other videos. And I've asked for people that are awaken and are conscious and can understand this information to watch it. So the fact that you're watching it means that you are another person, another great soul that is helping the awakening of mankind. And that I'm grateful for that. Very, very grateful, because we need more. We need more people to wake the fuck up. So I'm just having fun talking to you guys today. I love you. Have fun. Enjoy the beauty of the world. Look outside, the moon and the stars. Happy full moon, by the way. And take care. I'm a priestess of the temple. I am a servant of the mother. And I create the new world of the Divine Mother on planet Earth. Thank you.